Understanding advertising. So we are taking question and answer on this. So look at the two advertisement, this one and this one. This is top taste dal and this is a soap. So here is a soap. And tell in the table that follow. So let us see what is the answer. What are the advertisements selling? The dal, first of all dal, second you saw the soap. How do they describe the product? The name is like this, or you can say how the tagline of the ad, top taste dal and express your love afresh. And what is the text trying to say? The first one is guests should be served with this, and here children should be given best care. And what do the pictures convey? First one shows the hospitality of a host, and the second one is love and care of a mother. Then would you want to buy these products after seeing these advertisements? Yes. Do you think there is a problem in using the image of the mother as the only person who takes care of the child on this care soap advertisement? There are two answers. First thing you can say, there is no problem because mother is undoubtedly the only person in the family who takes the greatest care of her child. Then there can be another answer that I do think so, or I don't think that this ad is showing in a good spirit. Why? Because father and mother, they both are parents and they take care of the children equally or child equally. So a man picture along with a women should be better. So there are two types of answer you can give. Now observe the advertisement given below and answer the following question. So who do you think is the target audience for the social advertisement above? So here the target are disabled children. Here the target is common mass, means everyone who are crossing the railway line. What is the message that each social advertisement is trying to get across? The first one is saying that disabled children are just like us. So they have equal right to education. They need special process, or you can say special way to enable them to be a part of the society, and they must get special privileges. Here it is showing that the train is faster than us, so don't dare to cross it, because ultimately train will not stop, but your life will or could. Then we have, having read about these messages, what was the relationship with the previous chapter when we've talked about diarrhea? So diarrhea was, you can just present that message that if you don't drink pure water or the water is not clean, then you will surely be suffering from diarrhea. So that may be also one of the social advertising. So these are social advertising. So these are the answers. Can you explain two ways in which you think advertising affects issues of equality in democracy? Yes, because branded product costs much more than those which are sold in loose way. So it is because they include the cost of packaging as well as the advertising. Whatever the reason may be, it is very difficult, almost impossible for a large majority of people in our country especially to buy such costly or branded products. Only a small group of high class people or high earning people, say wealthy people, can afford them. So the principle of equality is ignored. Advertising a product is a costly affair. Only large companies can get their products advertised on the television or newspaper. So for small businesses, if you consider them, then they find it difficult to advertise their product because their income is very small. They often have to sell their products in weekly markets and neighborhood shops. This is how the principle of equality is marred. Making an advertisement requires a lot of creativity. Let us imagine a situation in which manufacturer had just made a new watch and she says that she wants to sell this watch to school children. She comes to your class and asks you all the things about the brand and create a brand name. So you are asked about you have to be in 4 groups, and each will create an advertisement for this watch. So students should attempt it by themselves, but we can just name them as quick time watches or watches time quick, like this. And you want to run with time, by quick time. So I'm just giving you an idea, right? I'm just giving you an idea that the first group can say that this watch is best in the world and it has been tested and verified. Second group can say that it has some golden or some, you can say, some diamond or platinum components. The third can say that this watch is specially made for children, it is safe for the children. The fourth can say that this watch is cheap and you have an offer on this brand, that if a child buy, then it will be 25% off on these watches. So this is how you can discuss it in your class. What do advertisements do? So they attract people attention to their products. What do you mean by the word branding? So the name of product is called branding. Why is the consumer confused, or what makes the consumer confused? Sometimes there are more than or 2 or more advertisement of a similar product. So this makes the consumer confused because it becomes difficult for him to differentiate one product from the others. What do the advertisers do to convince the consumer? They start claiming certain special values for their brand, and then they say that this is the best one. How are brand values conveyed to us? Brand values are conveyed to us through the use of visuals, words, etc. When products are advertised by cricket heroes and film stars, we feel tempted to buy them. Why? Because we know them, we admire them, we want to be one of them. So it is because the person whom we consider our heroes tell us what to buy. So tell us that these products are worth buying. And when they have, means if they are involved, then we think that they might be saying true. Advertisement aim to get people to buy a particular brand. What does this really mean? So it means that after we see an advertisement, we should want to buy the brand. There is a temptation to buy the brand. Why do companies show the advertisements again and again? So they do so in order to get it stick in people's mind. They have some taglines or songs that people, and especially children, they rhyme. They just learn it. Under what pressure do companies show the advertisements again and again? See, there are so many advertisements in the market, on the television and various media. So this creates a pressure on the companies, and they start showing the advertisement again and again to make it most popular among all those which are going on. What do you mean by social advertisements? The social advertisements, they are advertisements made by state or private agencies, especially from the government. So these advertisements have a larger message for the society. What impressions does advertising create on us? So it creates the impression that things are packaged, they are better than those things which are just sold loose. Mention one drawback of advertising. So it tends to promote a certain lack of respect for the poor, because the things which are advertised, normal people would not be able to buy it. How do people feel when they fail to afford certain brands? So they feel bad on their helplessness. They are poor, so they feel just you can say helpless and dejected that they couldn't buy these certain brands. Why do you think the manufacturer of the dal pulses gave his product a specific name? So the dal pulses, or you can say lentils, these are usually sold loose in the market. The different types of dals in the lentils in the market, like the arhar ki dal, moong ki dal, masoor ki dal, urad ki dal, tarik chane ki dal. So these names are not brand names. So when a company takes a particular dal, like say urad ki dal, and puts it into the packet, it will need to give the dal a specific name. So it needs to do this so we don't confuse the dal that is of particular packet with the dal that is sold loose. What do companies do in case there are two brands of similar product? In this scenario, the consumer is confused now. He cannot decide which product he should buy. So the manufacturer, being aware of this, has to give the consumer a reason to refer to a particular brand of a product. Just naming a product does not help to sell it. So advertisers begin claiming certain special characteristics or values, attributes of their brands. So in this way, they try to differentiate it from other similar brands or products. What brand values are used by the two dals, namely top taste dal and best taste dal? So these two dal, they are saying two different things. The first one, top taste dal, is appealing to our social tradition of treating guests extremely well, atithi devo bhava. On the other hand, the best taste dal is appealing to our concern of our children's health, that they eat things that are good for them. So values like treating guests, making sure that children get nutritious food, these are used by brands to create brand values. These brand values are conveyed through the use of visuals, words to give us an overall image that appeal to us and what we should buy. How is personal emotion being used in the Care soap advertisement? In this advertisement, the mother's concern for her child is being shown. It tells that the mother that her love and care is best shown through using the particular soap brand. And because of this, the mother begin to feel that using this soap is a sign of how much they love their child. In this way, the advertisement uses the love of a mother towards her child to sell this expensive soap. And just think about other mothers who can't afford this soap. They might begin to feel that they are not giving their children the best and proper care. What role do advertisements play in our lives? They play a major role. They influence us. We watch advertisements, discuss them, often judge people according to the brand products they use. So whenever we see cricket heroes or film star advertising, we are just tempted to buy these products. That is why we consider these heroes are telling us to buy, so it is worth buying. Advertisement tell us we should live our life, how to live our life, what we should aspire and dream for, how we should express our love, what is meant to be smart, successful and beautiful. Therefore, the advertisements have significant role in our lives because we see it everywhere. In the present scenario, we cannot think of a life without advertisements. How are small businessmen affected in the age of advertisement? Advertisement is costly affair, and large companies have enough money so they can easily advertise, but small businesses, they have little money, so they cannot show their products on television and national newspaper and magazine. So they have to sell it in weekly markets or neighborhood shop. And advertisement also makes us believe that packaged and branded things are better than those which are sold loose. So we often forget the quality of the product that has little to do with packing or not packing. So this shift to packaged product negatively affects the sales of several small business, forcing people out there to buy or those products which may be quality wise not very superior, and also affect the small businessman livelihood. Mention the drawbacks of advertising. So advertising, first, we are citizens of democratic country. That means we are all equal. And the advertisement mainly focus on rich and influential persons. So it tends to promote a certain lack of respect for the poor, right? They are not, you can say, there are advertisement which are not targeted towards it, right? So advertisement uses personal emotion and what affect our mind and our heart but we can't buy them. Even after having all those emotions, we will tend to buy it. And if we are not able to buy it, then we feel dejected or helpless. Advertising promotes the sale of packaged products, and this actually negatively affects the sale of things which not come in packets, or they are sold loose. So this is affecting the livelihood or earning of many of the small business or poor people. Advertising, by focusing on the lives of rich and famous, helps us to forget about issues of poverty, discrimination, and dignity, all of which are central to the functioning of equality in a democracy.